Long time no see. 3 months since I've uploaded a video, and I thought it was about time I really did upload something and tell you exactly what's been going on, what we're doing with CRX and where the CRX has been. So the last time I made a video, it was telling you that the CRX was going out to get welded. Now the CRX has been back, and I thought I actually did show you what the CRX was like when it came back, but I didn't. So first of all, where I have been, we bought a house a few weeks ago. We are in about 4 weeks into our new house, and of course money has been ate up by the deposit of the house first and foremost, and then of course trying to do the house up. Our house was like so old school. It's a 1968 house, so it was kind of old. We're trying to modernise it, and we've nearly finished what we want to do for now, because we can't put all the money into the house because we have so many project cars, so many projects going on, and of course stop shed's coming up, so we need to get that sorted. We need to get our priorities straight, but we wanted to get some things done in the house. So every free minute I've been working on the house, or I have been at work. It's really been a hectic month or so, but we're back. Going to try and get some stuff done to CRX. The S2000 has just been away and got a 3-stage polish, and I swear to goodness it is so shiny. Let me see if I can focus in. It just looks so good. All the swirls are gone, all the little pigtails, all the stuff that I was a little bit scared to do myself have been gone. It was something that was really annoying me. I could see all the little swirls and all the little pigtails at car shows when we were there. As you can see, just with the lights in here, it is looking so good. I'm so pleased. So that's where the S2000 has been, and as you can see, it's on the DC5 wheels. The DC5 is on axle stands, so I could borrow the wheels. BBSs are in the corner, they need resealed. One of them isn't holding. If you have been to a car show I've been at, there's always one of my wheels are always flat, and I can't seem to figure out what the issue is, but there's always something that's flat in one of my cars. So while we've got the BBSs off, we're going to try and rectify that because it really is annoying. You probably hear my voice that I still am not 100% well. I have got what I think could be a chest infection, but I'm trying to keep going. I'm okay, I feel a bit better today. CRX was away for welding. As you guys will have seen, I'll put some videos in to remind you of how bad it really was. It just looks so sorry for itself, doesn't it? But let me quickly show you the welding. I am super impressed. It was so bad. I wasn't charged a lot of money for this. It was a real bargain. It was a friend of ours, he did it for me. And he did a really good job. There's so much more that we need to do before we can get this car on the road next year. I'm planning for next summer, next spring, next summer. If it's possible, I'm not sure. But the welding has been done. It has been so good. I really am impressed with what he's done. He had to make everything. There was 2 sills that came with it, which you can see here he has put on. This is some sticky stuff from behind the door. We'll not worry about that right now. We'll get rid of that actually. And yeah, he's done a really good job with matching that in there and putting the sills on. What he did say was that the sills were not the correct sills for the car. We thought they were, but he said definitely not. I had to do some fabricating to get them to fit onto the car and have them as nice and smooth as possible. And I think it's a really good starting point before we take the car for paint. I think it's really smooth and really well done. So that was a real big part of this that I thought was going to be really bad. Now what he did say was the car wasn't too bad in below, which is fantastic. That's what we want to hear. I'm not too worried about arches. I've had cars before with rusty arches, and I'm not really all that bothered about rusty arches. But you might remember as well, if I can sit down in this little thing, that when we got this car and we put it onto the trailer, the exhaust came off. We did ask him just to put something onto it, just to make it so it wasn't as loud as it was, because we couldn't really hear the engine. We couldn't really hear if everything was how it should be, because it was just so loud, drony, and it was so overpowering. So he has put something on it just to do this in the meantime. It's not really great, but it's absolutely fine for what we need. Let's see if we can get below here. It's not really fantastic, but it does make a difference. It's better than having it just blowing off at the manifold until we get the rest of the stuff put on that we need. You can see that it's all up here. It's just been welded on. But it really does make a difference for the time being, because we couldn't hear anything and I wasn't really prepared to go out and buy an exhaust system for this car just yet. One here we can see it's actually quite good. There's not really much rust, there's not really much surface rust in there. A few people have been asking me as well about the sunroof. That's one question that people message me all the time on Instagram about. We took the sunroof out, haven't got near it yet because, like I said, we were buying our house. Everything happened so quick. We weren't expecting to buy the house so quick. We weren't expecting to be in the house so quick. So I haven't been in the garage. I think this is the first day I've been in the garage properly. There's still all the parts over here. Everything needs to get fitted yet. I did get a new bumper. I don't know if I showed you guys that. I think I might have. But I did get a new bumper. One of Ryan's friends who works in a scrapyard found this. He brought it down to me and we bought it for, I mean, dirt cheap. You can't buy CRX parts anymore. You can't buy CRX bumpers. You can't buy CRX anything without there being at least 3 zeros. Let me quickly show you around all the welding that he done. This quarter panel was the worst. It was so rusty. This all needed sorted here because it was really bad in behind, and then all the way down to the arch, all the way down to the sill and around this bit, which is where they all go. That's just where CRXs all tend to go. Hold it the whole way along the sill, and if that was painted, you really wouldn't even know that that has been put on there. So speaking of things that are on my 2024 list that I have planned is the S2000. I get a 3-stage polish. So good, and I'm so impressed with the job that the guy done. So the next thing on my list for the S2000 is to get the engine bay done. In below, the bonnet is still silver, or still grey, and I would really love to have the engine bay smoothed. I would really love to have it looking show quality. And that's my next thing I'm doing. Hopefully that will be done for Dubshed this year. And as we all know, Dubshed is the first weekend of April, and it comes very quick. It really does come very quick. That's my job for the S2000. I don't know if I'm going to do much else with it. We'll see how we go, because that's going to cost me an absolute fortune. The little Civic in the corner, I've been driving it a little bit. It needs washed, but don't judge me, it does need washed. I might send it out to the guy who polished the S2000. There is a little bit of a hazy part here, which I feel like it might have been painted possibly there. I don't know if you can see it in the camera. You might be able to pick it up. Don't know if he can do anything with it. He might be able to lift some of it, have it ready for next year as well. I do have a few things I would like to do to the little Civic as well throughout the winter and for next year. The BBSs are here. Now they do need a good polish. They've been on all show season. They do need resealed. There is air leaking out of one of them somewhere, and they just need put back together. I might change the colour of the wheels. I don't know. What are we thinking? Change them from white? Don't know. The white looks good on the S2000. I don't know if you can actually see how shiny that car is in here. It is unbelievable. I don't actually mind the white wheels on the S2000. One thing about me is I've never really liked white wheels on a car, and I really do like it on the S2000 with how shiny it is, with the yellow it is. It's shinier than it was when it came back from paint, and it just is stunning. I swear to goodness, it just made me fall in love with this car all over again. The only thing is I have wrecked my arch a little bit because obviously the car goes up and down and sits on the big wheels, so that's going to need fixed for next year as well. But I just love it. I honestly just love the S2000. DC2 has been out a good bit. I was driving it a few days. It needs washed. We just brought it back in today. It has took the place of the M3. The M3 is away now to get machine polished by the guy who machine polished the S2000. So it'll be back this week and I'll show you it. It'll be so nice. You know the red of the M3s. Oh, it'll be so nice, polished up. DC5 hasn't moved very much whatsoever. And like I said, I stole the wheels off it so I could take my car to get machine polished. DC5 is severely lacking love at the minute, and I feel like we need to tell Ryan to do some of this car because it just sits there. People talk about me and my cars, but this car has not moved in ages, absolute ages, and it's such a fun car. Yes, that is what's been happening in the garage. Things have been just busy, absolutely busy, and that's just the way life goes. So that is just a little update of what's been going on. Hopefully we can get back now from this week. We just need to lay another floor in our living room in our house, and then that's it. There's nothing else getting done until next spring in the house, and I can focus more of my time again at the garage, because even the shop and everything has been pulled down because I took it to a car show. Haven't put it back up again. It's just the way things go, and I haven't got around to getting stuff sorted. And I really do miss being here and getting stuff done. I really do enjoy working on the CRX. I really do enjoy doing stuff to it and getting it back on the road. So yeah, I'm going to have to be a bit more disciplined and get it sorted. But yes, that is just what's been happening with us. I've had, I don't know how many messages since like last week and the week before asking if I was going to make any more videos and why I haven't been on YouTube. So that is all I was doing, just letting you guys know where I'm at and what the crack is. Alright guys, as always, thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in the next one.